Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday in the Daily Antidote of Song, day number 630, I think. So glad everybody's here today. I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so excited to be in the middle of another wintry singing week with two guests today in the room with us and on the day when we are going to get a little mention on NPR's Here and Now. Time change actually from 1:40 to 12:40 EST. So we're going to be speedy today to make sure everybody can be out of the room and get a chance to hear it live on WBUR. So a shout out, of course, to Deborah Denenfeld in Kentucky, who is going to be the one who was interviewed about the Daily Antidote today. And we can't wait to hear it. Deborah, thank you so much. Hello, 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 everybody out there on Facebook Live. We're so glad you're here with us today. And hello to all the folks in our beautiful Zoom room. Hi to Katie from Carpe Diem Arts, who is running the tech for us today. Hello to Brendan Taaffe and Katie Martucci, who are going to be our second song today. Hello to lovely Louise Robinson coming in from the DC area. She is a Sweet Honey in the Rock singer, and she is going to be bringing us a song about being glad today. Hello to Annette in California. Hello to Sandy in Maryland. Becky in British Columbia. Hoda also in British Columbia. Hello to Deli in Maryland. Nice to see you today. Hello to Nicola coming in from the UK. So glad you're here. Hello to Arlene in California. Deborah in Kentucky. Hello to Sue Sean in Massachusetts. Hi to Joni. Nice to see you today. Hello to Susan in Ohio. Busy Graham, Carpe Diem Arts. Hello, glad you're here. Hello to Shari in New Hampshire. Amanda, Alex, and Miles in Michigan. Kevin in New Hampshire. Hello. Hi to Sarah in Texas. Hello to Kathy in Virginia. Nice to see your smile today. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Glad to see you. Ruth in Birmingham, England. Hello. Hello to Dawn and one of the Curly Tops coming in from Vermont. Glad to see you. Hi to Storm in Massachusetts, Carolyn, and today it's a panda coming in from Seattle. Hello to Mabel in Massachusetts with two cinnamon bears. Hello to Phil and Pauline and Tommy coming in from the UK. Hello to Susan in Seattle. Dane, hello, nice to see you today. Hello to Luda and Mark in Victoria. Ralph and Penny also in Victoria. Hello to Julie, nice to see you. Cliff and Lynn in Vermont. Jamie in Victoria. Aloysius in Mass. Hello to Bob, coming in from Maryland, I think. Nice to see you without Christiana, but hello to Christiana somewhere. Hello to Jim in New York City. Hello to Ken and Pat. Nice to see you today. Hi to Jane in Texas. And hello to Caroline in D.C. Susan in Idaho, glad to see you. Nancy's Irish Cow in Washington State. Carol in Connecticut. Bob Lee and another bear coming in from Mass. Hi to Karen in Oregon. And Loriana Kachina and Courtney in Vermont. Hello to Hindi in Toronto, and other folks off video, Joni and Fred, Janine, Tuki, Lynn, Mary, Robert, Alan, Kat in Vermont. Hello, nice to see you not off video. Hello to Adrian and Lisa, and still more folks off video. Allison. Oh, hi to Stephen Michelle, who just popped in. Tom coming in from Vermont. Nice to see all of you today. Lisa, great to see everybody. Let's all take one deep breath, and hello to Trish, who's just popping in right now. Yeah, that's like the nonstop talk that I got going on. How about you, lovely? Good to see you today. Welcome.
Hey, that's quite a talent. I was sitting there saying, I don't think I can do that. That's great. And you got everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you? You know, it's really amazing when Joe is calling out those names to realize people are coming from all over the world. And one thing, though we're in different places, the one thing we have in common is that we are all here. We are all blessed to be here today. You know, this is December the 29th, 2021. We started this year, January 2021. And, you know, I must say, I have some very dear people who are not here. They did not make it to this day. They did not make it to a couple of dear friends, a couple of cousins, my brother. They didn't make it to this day. So I decided I was going to do the song. It's a simple song, but you know, as I begin to think about the whole year that passed, I said, it's not simple. It's called So Glad I'm Here. And it's not even to be taken lightly that we, we made it through 363 days through all of that's been going on. We are still here. which means we still have a spirit that can affect people. We still have words to speak that can affect people in, for good or bad or anyway. So that's something just to celebrate, just being here, whatever condition you're in. So I'm gonna sing this song, and it's gonna go. I'll sing it through first. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. Well, I'm so glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. And in lieu of what I said about all the people, you may know people who didn't make it to this day. I think when you sing this song, if you've heard it before, it's a nice jovial song, but sing it with some fervor and some meaning and some gratitude to whoever your creator or spiritual person is for the grace of life that continues to give you life. And after we sing So Glad I'm Here, and then it's I'll leave with I Can Humble Down, and then we'll sing I Can Humble Down. And I think Joe will take some of your ideas of what you want to do with it. And it's a simple melody. The melody repeats, and we'll sing it that way. We start out with So Glad I'm Here, So Glad I'm Here, So Glad I'm Here. And the next one will be I Shout Out My Name, Louise. I shout out my name, Louise, and you shout out your own name, okay? We got it? Give it all the praise you can put in it, all the gratitude for the life and spirit that you have on this day, 363 days in. Here we go. So glad I'm here, so glad I'm here, so glad I'm here, so glad I'm here. I'm so glad I'm here. Well, I'm so glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here. Name. I shout out my name. Louise. I shout out my name. Now let me stop you right here. There, I see some people doing it, so I want to make sure everybody's doing it. When you shout out your name, put your hand up. Your name is your nature. Whatever you've been named is the nature you have that signifies and personifies the nature of who you are, who your spirit is. Ready? I shout out my name, Louise. I shout out my name, Louise. I shout out my name, shout out my name. Well, now I shout out my name, Louise. I shout out my name, Louise. I shout out my name, shout out my name. Now, if you can be so grateful for the grace that you're given every single day, we're going to humble down. And I just kind of get up and I just kind of go down like that. Ready? I can humble down. Well, now I can humble down. Come on. I can humble down, can humble down. Well, I can humble down. Oh, yes, now I can humble down. I can humble down, can humble down. Now, Joe, you're going to give me some
How about, how about I'm going to dance?
I'm going to dance. Oh, Lord. How about dance and shout? Here we go. I can dance and shout. Whoa, I can dance and shout. Yeah, I can dance and shout. Can dance and shout. Oh, I'm dancing. I can dance and shout. Yes, I can dance and shout. Hallelujah. I can dance and shout. I dance and shout.
How about I'm so glad for hugs?
Ooh, and you know you got to hug yourself, so we know you're doing it. Here we go. So glad for hugs. So glad for hugs. Good one. So glad for hugs. So glad for hugs. To keep me warm. So glad for hugs. I'm loved. So glad for hugs. So glad for hugs. So glad for hugs. Yes.
How about I'm so glad for you? And that's for everybody.
Okay. And just point out to the rest of this community. So glad for you. So glad for you. I am so glad for you. So glad for you. You and you too. So glad for you. You too. So glad for you. So glad for you. So glad for you.
How about I'm so glad for the Daily Antidote? Good luck with that.
Ah! Glad for the antidote. Well, I'm glad for the antidote. I'm glad for the antidote, for the antidote. Well, I'm glad for the antidote. I'm glad for the antidote. Cause I can sing my note on the antidote.
And how about I'm so glad for us? Good.
So here we go. We're going to do this for us, right? Yeah. Good. So glad for us. 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 So glad for us.
You got two more in you? How about so glad for all life?
So glad for all life. Well, I'm so glad for all life. And I'm so glad for all life, for all life. Well, I'm so glad for all life. I am so glad for all life. I'm so glad for all life, for all life. That's a goodie.
And I'm so glad for friends.
Ouch. That's great. I'm so glad for friends. Well, I'm so glad for friends. I'm so glad for friends, so glad for friends. I'm so glad for friends. I'm so glad for friends. I'm so glad for friends, so glad for friends. Let's take it home. So glad I'm here. Come on, so glad I'm here. So glad I'm here, so glad I'm here. Well, I'm so glad I'm here. Yes, I'm so glad I'm here. So glad I'm here, so glad I'm here. Woo!
Woo!
That
Thank
was
you.
great, everybody. All those great things. Remember all those things you're glad for. And be glad
Beautiful.
every day. Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you, Louise. That was amazing and such a perfect sentiment for today, and especially in light of the fact that we are all thinking, as the year comes to a close, of the good and the bad things, of the losses and the gains, the things that worked and the things that didn't work. And so, just on the sentiment and on the note of being glad for being here is so great. It reminds me of Kathy Bullock, who comes in the room every time she hosts and says, I woke up today, so
That's
I'm
right.
glad because I woke up today. And so,
Right.
thank you, Louise. That was beautiful. Love that song. We're so glad you're here and so glad that you shared your song with us. And thanks for being with us today.
And I thank you for everybody. I'm going to stick around and hear Brandon and Katie.
Woohoo! All right, perfect. So I'm going to flip it over to Brendan and Katie, but before I do, I'm going to make a couple of quick announcements and also ask a couple of quick questions. So on the announcement end of things, as I mentioned, NPR's Here and Now is doing a broadcast today, 12:40, and they're going to be mentioning something about the Daily Antidote. We don't even know what yet. And Deborah in Kentucky is the person being interviewed in the broadcast. So thank you, Deborah, and thank you, NPR, and thank you, Here and Now, and we can't wait to hear what you got. I want to mention also that we have a cocktail party on January 6th, which is the Epiphany. Everybody's welcome. It's the day we're going to, everyone is going to get a chance to reveal who their secret friendadote was and what they sent them in the mail. And everybody's going to get to hold up their gift and share it and show it. So lots of chance for all of us to talk. But you're welcome to come if you friendadoted or not and get to meet all the folks in the room and get to know them a little better. Today is 2 days out from the end of our Super Duper fundraiser. And as you know, lots of our artists have given gifts that are going to go to donors, some of them random drawing and some of them by those who donated the most. And so please if you can possibly put anything in the mix, it gets you into this sort of drawing thing. So please donate if you can. Thanks to everybody who already has. And the list of gifts is unbelievable and exquisite. We're going to send an email out listing some of the stuff you've already heard about, a lot of them. Music lessons and vocal lessons with More Smiley, Tim Erickson, Alex Cumming. We've got a T-shirt coming in from Peggy Seeger that was Ewan McCall's. We've got a song, personalized song by David Roth. All this incredible stuff that is coming out of our community of artists for our beautiful community. So super glad about that. Want to just let you know what else is going on this week, because we've got lots of amazing music this week. So we've got More Smiley singing with us tomorrow, a new song, and I think coming out on a new CD or a new YouTube video of hers. David Roth coming in on the 31st singing us a New Year's song. Emma's Rev coming in on January 1, also singing us a New Year's song. And they're also going to be with us on January 6th, which, as we know, is the anniversary of the insurrection. And they're bringing us a song about the insurrection. They're also who sang with us last year at that time. So it will be a great time to talk about the things we're glad for and the things that went wrong in this past year. So also January 2, Jim Harkless and Jubilee Voices. Super excited to have all of that happening, and looking forward to having you with us. And I think I have made all of my announcements. So now I'm going to ask Louise. Louise, do you want to tell us about anything you've got coming up?
Well, not until January the 26th. We'll be at the Birchmere in Alexandria, Virginia. And then we're out of town. We're in North Carolina. So if you can come out to the Birchmere, that would be great. We're going to have a good time.
All right. So I came to see you guys when you were in New York, in New Brunswick, with that amazing play. And I was so glad I was there. And now I'm so glad the Birchmere is here, meaning here in the DC area where I am, because I'm so coming and can't wait to see you live.
Oh, great, great.
Thank you for sharing that. Katie, if you can throw a link in where people can get tickets for that, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Brendan, Taaffe, and Katie Martucci, so glad you guys are here. And welcome. And before you share your song and before you tell us a little bit about it, can you just tell us if you guys have anything good coming up?
My stuff's mostly been canceled.
Yeah.
So, no.
How about anything, putting out any new songs? Got anything in the works you want to share?
So I will say that in February, fingers crossed, I'm hosting, I'm not leading this workshop, but Kathy Bullock and John Harrison are running a workshop here in Vermont that I'm organizing for white song leaders who want to lead gospel, to kind of delve more into the history and the context and appropriateness of that question. So that's coming up. And let's see, I'll be teaching in Scotland next summer and the Alps. So come to either France or Scotland next summer, and we'll all be out of the woods by then.
Wow, I love it. Yeah, okay, we're coming to all of us. We're going to put that Daily Antidote of Song bus tour on some little flippers, and we'll all be there. So, Katie, you got stuff coming up you want to share?
Yeah, I play in a band called The Ladles, and we're doing a tour this spring that'll be going from North Carolina back up through New York and Vermont. So if you feel like hearing some 3-part harmony and kind of in the folk Americana world, you can go to theladles.com, and there's all the shows listed there. Looking forward to that.
Beautiful, thank you. So Katie actually is in another band that sang with us this past month, and I'm remind me the name.
Tucci Swing.
Tucci Swing, how could I forget? And it was so fabulous, the harmonies that they all come up with. So I think this is a good thing to try and catch also. Thank you, Katie, so much. The Ladles, and we'll look for a link and pop that in the chat too. Thank you, and thank you. Do you guys want to tell us a little bit about your song and share up?
Yeah, so this is a sad and sappy love song called Hot Buttered Rum, written by Tommy Thompson, who used to play with the Red Clay Ramblers. I learned it from Val Mindell, a really great singer who lives down in West Virginia now. That's all I got, really. Just it mentions winter. You said winter was the theme, and both of us drew a blank right away as soon as we were given an assignment. So this is what we could come up with.
I love it. You're great. Thank you so much. All right, we're ready to sing with you.
When chimney smoke hangs still and low across the stubbled fields of snow, angry skies reach down and seize the sorry blackened bones of trees. In the dead of winter, when the cold feelings come, you're my sweet maple sugar, honey, hot buttered rum. When dreary Christmas decorations line the streets and filling stations, dime store Santas can't disguise their empty hands and empty eyes. In the dead of winter, when the cold feelings come, you're my sweet maple sugar, honey, hot buttered rum. Gloves and boots and woolen parkas bring cold comfort to the heart. Bitter memories freeze the tongue. Sounds of love are left unsung. In the dead of winter, when the cold feelings come, you're my sweet maple sugar, honey, hot buttered rum. In the dead of winter, when the cold feelings come, you're my sweet maple sugar, honey, hot buttered rum.
Thank you, Brendan and Katie. Speaking of beautiful harmonies, that was really amazing. Thank you so much. And kind of a nice, warm, and toasty thought to go out on, a little hot buttered rum. And beautiful winter song. Louise, did you want to say something? Oh, wait, you have to unmute.
First of all, I'm going to use that line. You're my That's a good one. I'm going to use that one. Thank you. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I just want to say to people, Sweet Honey actually did a Holy Days concert. We do a concert celebrating the holy days during this time of year. So if you go to our website, it's going to be up until January the 6th. So you can go see that concert if you want. It's really beautiful. And thank you all again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Louise.
Hot buttered rum. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
I think one of my favorite parts of the daily is when one of the song leaders starts to do their own version of the song that they just heard. Like, so just hearing Louise sing Hot Buttered Rum, I think that is so much fun. So that puts it on you, Brendan and Katie, to sing us a little So Glad I'm Here. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah. So glad I'm here. So glad I'm here.
This was great.
Beautiful. Thank you, Louise. Thank you so much. And as we said, we're going to keep it short today because we've got the broadcast coming out at 12:40 and it's 12:28. So we've actually succeeded. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody on Facebook Live. Please join us every day right here in this same space for more singing along with amazing folks from around the world. Let's wave goodbye to them.